Hi and welcome to another Gin Fun at winemastery.co.uk. My name's John Lightfield, this is
John Murphy.
And we're just about to tell you about another fantastic gin from the Masham distillery. So, see you in a second. Voila! So we've charged our glasses with the Masham. It's rhubarb, ginger. Oh, not ginger next, is it? Rhubarb, rose, and ginger.
Ginger. Yes.
Yeah. So that's a nice combination. It sounds like a nice combination.
It looks a bit.
I know, it's very sort of vibe. It's like almost. I'm not quite sure. It's not pink. It's like this shirt.
It's just look at it.
Maybe the shirt's having an effect on it, but it's
it's definitely.
It's got sort of like a mauvey.
I see. There's purple hues in there as well.
Yeah, it's a really interesting colour actually.
Yes.
It's a nice colour.
Oh, it is. It's almost a luminous.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have a go on dull nose.
So 42%.
Yeah, this is a gin as opposed to a gin liqueur. I can smell it from here.
Yeah, I can.
It's a gin as opposed to, yeah. So there you go. It's a gin as opposed to a gin liqueur, which you've got to be very careful for. I've noticed definitely in the shop selling gins. There's a lot of liqueurs out there, and people are very keen on the liqueurs. But you notice the liqueurs are only between 17, 18, up to about 22%. So not a real gin as such, a gin liqueur. But people still want them. You have to just keep an eye on your alcohol. Never said that before. So this is 42% real gin. Let's go for it.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah.
That smells like rhubarb. When you've stewed it.
Yeah.
That's all that.
Yeah. There is absolutely no mistaking what that is.
And then you get. I think I can just with the ginger as well. Actually.
Oh, I'm struggling, but for me, unfortunately, the alcohol does tend to hide a lot. The alcohol, you kind of just closes for me at all. But we'll have a taste.
Let's have a taste. I'm going in because I'm getting different flavours.
Yeah, I no.
It's going through. I got the rhubarb to begin with, and I'm not sure that's just because that's what I was expecting, and so that's what my palate was looking for. And I think now I had rose. Yeah. And then now the ginger's coming through. I think it's a ginger rather than the alcohol.
No, you're absolutely spot on. Once again, John, this sounds bad, it does what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
You're right, the rhubarb is the initial flavour, and because it's so powerful with the rhubarb, I was thinking, oh, it's nice, it's rhubarb, that's what it's supposed to be. But then, right on the hint to finish, you've got this lovely rose petal. And I remember because...
Still got it actually.
Yeah, it's very. No, what is it? It's not subtle because it's right in there. But what it is, it's delicate. It's delicate. So that kind of varies around. But then the ginger, and I think what you're thinking is the alcohol, is actually the spiciness of a ginger. It has a fiery spiciness. So, but that's on your tongue as opposed to the alcohol you would feel there.
Yeah.
The spiciness you feel on the tongue. So that has gone through all that taste profile, which I'm going to have another go because that is quite.
Yeah, just like that smell. I just imagine that rhubarb pie, and just then immediately my mind went to a custard going on top of it, and
It almost when it starts, so it has a syrupy sweetness about it, and that for me is not something that I particularly enjoy. But then for it to be
just doesn't last long, though, does it? No, it goes into that softness.
Yeah, the acidity kind of cleans the palate, and then you get a nice little rose hue. And I remember when I was a kid, we used to have. We were poor, but we used to get rose petals, and we'd bash them up and put them in a little jar with water. We'd call it we'd call it perfume, but we were young, we knew nothing though. But that reminds me exactly.
It's not what I used to do with rose petals.
And I'm not going to ask you, John, what you did with rose petals. That's a story for another day.
Fair enough.
Maybe one day we'll do a wine master or gin fun video for adults. But until then, this is a delightful gin.
It is a delightful gin, absolutely, yeah.
I don't know, even on the nose, it's just pure rhubarb for me. I can get nothing more. Perhaps it's alcohol, but I should tell you, we should try this with the tonic.
Yeah, we should try this with the tonic. Yeah, I have to say, Derek and Carol are the proprietors of Masham Distillery. Have done a fantastic job with this. Really, really excellent.
Derek and Carol, you've got above and beyond there, because it's not just what I've yet to mention or not gone on to yet is this. I spoke about liqueurs earlier just then, and we're talking like when we had that syrupy sweetness, which suddenly cut out with the rhubarb, delicious. Then the rose petal, and then that nice little gingery, fiery bite without being over the top. And I tell you what, I'm noticing this doesn't have any alcohol burn whatsoever.
No. And
this is 42%. And I'm happily supping this, and I shouldn't be. I'm happily supping this like a wine or a liqueur, and this is neat gin.
Yeah.
This is neat. To have achieved that, I think is very, very good.
Yeah, well done, guys. Well done. Well, shall we try with some tonic?
Yes, let's.
Okay. Voila, tonic added. So it hasn't really diluted the colour very much. It's got that very sort of fluorescent.
It has. It's still looking really bright as well, isn't it?
It is.
And it has this luminous.
It does.
Kind of look about
colour,
it.
yeah. It's almost like a party drink. You know, looking at it like that, it's like a club. You think it's going to be sort of luminous in a club.
I bet that would glow under a UV light.
Yeah. Says he not really knowing what a club is, just heard about it.
It'd be a long time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was at least, I don't know. What time was it?
Whatever. Actually, why am I saying that? I can't remember last time I went to a club. Thank goodness. Right, let's have a go at dull nose.
Okay, so I can smell the tonic in it. It's definitely had an effect.
Oh, it has, yeah.
It smells sweeter.
I think.
It's like the sweetness is there, and the alcohol side's down.
The tonic is definitely making itself known there, definitely. And but still, for me, I can get the rhubarb in there. But again, from when I had it neat, I couldn't really get anything more than the rhubarb. Not in a bad way, but
on the nose you couldn't. No.
No. So okay, let's give that a go.
Now I'm almost scared to say this because I think this is just purely my personal preference coming out here. So it's not to say there's anything wrong with adding tonic. For me, it's become too sweet. The balance of the ginger and the rose, the rose is still there, but it's very sweet and it's like a liqueur, sweet cocktail that's not for me personally.
I'm understanding 100% again where you're coming from there. For me, I see I can't get the rose. I think it's for me. No, for me, I've lost the rose and I've lost the ginger. The rhubarb's still there, but like I said, it's the sweetness is sticking around. Like when we had that neat. They had that nice kind of syrupy rhubarb, which was perfect. We said, like, we cut that, moved on to the light, delicate rose, then cut that and went into that, the fiery, spicy tickle of the ginger. Yep. For me, all I've got there, that tastes now to me like a liqueur, like a rhubarb liqueur. And I mean, if you like that kind of that style of drink, then go ahead. But that for me, often when we talk about gins, we've often said, would we have it with neat or would we have the tonic? And this is definitely a neat one for me. Yeah, for me too. And but when it's with tonic, if you're the sort of person that wants to try a gin, or have tried a gin that's been a little bit, if you don't like it. If you try this one with a tonic, I'm sure this is quite sweet. So if you like sweet wines or sweet drinks or sweet cocktails, you'd like this one. So I feel sort of that maybe I'm giving it an unfair review in saying that but my personal palate is not for me. But as you said though, neat. It's incredible that neat. Yeah. It was delicious. But for me, the tonic is obviously brought out stuff or saturated stuff that. And I never thought for one minute that I would have liked to, especially neat, rhubarb, rose, ginger. I never thought for a minute that would be my thing. But I tell you what, there's so much to pull out of there, and that was interesting. But yeah, this is if you're not into the really dry side, because in general most gins do tend to be dry. They have that juniper edge on there, which a lot of people do not like. That'll be a perfect introduction, nice and getting in there slowly. But for me personally, I would much rather have that neat. I think neat, you've done a cracking job. Yeah. with the tonic, just it's not for me.
Yeah, maybe the other thing we've done is maybe if you use a different tonic, but the one we've used is light, refreshingly light. I think it's
Fever Tree?
Fever Tree, yeah. So it hasn't added. You wouldn't think, it's not supposed to add a lot to it, but maybe there's another one that would actually sort of just,
Perhaps we could look at a flavoured one with that one.
Yeah.
I think that might together, and just a hint, because when we do this, we always do 50-50.
Yeah.
And I'm saying all this, I've finished it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not. I think the thing is though, it's not to say this isn't a nice drink. It's just I enjoyed it neat so much that I'm almost thinking, I'm disappointed that I've spoilt it for me personally because the tonic spoilt it for me personally.
Yeah. And as soon as we stop filming, I'm going to pour myself another neat one.
Oh yeah.
I am to get back that because it was that I was loving picking that. My favourite part about it as well was that gingery bite, that little.
The end.
Yeah, I loved that. So yeah, I'll be having another one. So thank you very much. So
that means we need to get off air quick because you want another drink.
Yeah, I've drinking to do.
Okay, until the next gin fun, we'll look forward to seeing you there. Chin chin.
Gin gin.